Long before the 70-ton M1 Abrams dominated the modern battlefield, the United States military built an entirely different war machine bearing the M1 designation, and it was technically illegal under federal law. On June 4, 1920, the United States Congress passed the National Defense Act of 1920, specifically Public Law 66-242. Under Section 17 of this legislation, all armored tank development, budget allocation, and tactical doctrine were placed under the exclusive jurisdiction of the infantry branch. The infantry doctrine strictly mandated that armored vehicles must serve only as slow infantry support weapons, restricting movement to speeds below 15 to 20 kilometers per hour to match advancing foot soldiers. This legal monopoly created an existential crisis for the United States Cavalry branch. Mounted units realized that horse cavalry was obsolete against modern machine guns, yet federal statutes barred them from procuring or developing a single tank. Between 1930 and 1935, Army Chief of Staff General Douglas MacArthur and cavalry leadership devised a daring bureaucratic maneuver. To bypass congressional oversight and avoid violating the law, they designed a fully tracked, revolving turret armored vehicle and officially designated it as the M1 combat car instead of a light tank. In 1934, Rock Island Arsenal began constructing the T5 prototype, securing independent cavalry funding for a platform that possessed every capability of a high-speed tank while hiding behind an administrative loophole. This strategic deception saved American mechanized warfare development during the lean interwar period. Before we go on, do you think the military was right to bend the law to modernize its forces? Subscribe to the channel. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. Because the cavalry required an agile scout capable of rapid flanking rather than trudging behind foot soldiers, the engineers at Rock Island Arsenal designed the M1 combat car with one single priority: pure mechanical speed. To achieve this unprecedented velocity, they fitted the vehicle with an aviation powerplant, the Continental W679, a 7-cylinder air-cooled radial gasoline engine. Delivering 250 horsepower at 2,400 revolutions per minute, this aircraft engine drove an armored hull that weighed only 8.5 metric tons, or 18,800 pounds. This configuration yielded an astonishing power-to-weight ratio of approximately 29.3 horsepower per ton, a performance figure that exceeds the 21.6 horsepower per ton found on a modern M1A2 Abrams main battle tank. The mechanical breakthrough that made these extreme speeds controllable was engineered by Harry Knox, who pioneered the vertical volute spring suspension system. Paired with rubber-bushed T16 tracks, this novel suspension effectively absorbed terrain shocks without shedding tracks during hard maneuvers. In 1936, comprehensive trials conducted at Aberdeen Proving Ground shocked military observers. The prototype clocked an official top road speed of 72.4 kilometers per hour, which equals 45 miles per hour, while maintaining an off-road cruising speed between 40 and 48 kilometers per hour. This remarkable engineering achievement officially crowned the vehicle as the fastest-tracked combat machine in the entire United States arsenal, when it was standardized into active service in 1937. However, achieving such extreme mobility demanded severe compromises in survivability. The riveted surface-hardened armor plate measured a maximum thickness of only 15.87 millimeters on the frontal turret face, while the hull sides tapered down to just 6.35 millimeters. While this lightweight shell successfully deflected standard .30 caliber rifle rounds and distant artillery fragments, it offered zero defense against dedicated anti-tank weapons. The fatal flaw of the platform lay in its primary armament, rooted in a flawed 1930s doctrine. American planners operated under the assumption that armor-piercing heavy machine gun fire could defeat enemy vehicles while retaining anti-infantry flexibility. Consequently, the primary turret weapon was a single 12.7mm Browning M2 HB heavy machine gun, supplemented by two 7.62mm M1919, A4 machine guns mounted in the hull. The vehicle completely lacked a dedicated high-velocity anti-tank cannon, creating a critical vulnerability as global armored warfare advanced rapidly. Observations from the Spanish Civil War between 1936 and 1939 soon proved that machine gun armed tanks could not survive against modern 37mm and 45mm high-velocity anti-tank guns. Recognizing this lethal strategic reality, the United States War Department finally abolished the bureaucratic division between infantry and cavalry armor in July 1940 by establishing the Unified Armored Force. Stripped of its administrative disguise, the M1 combat car was officially redesignated as the light tank M1 and M1A1. The vehicle faced its ultimate tactical trial following the invasion of the Philippines in December 1941. Deployed alongside elements of the Provisional Tank Group against the 14th Imperial Japanese Army, the obsolete light armor was thoroughly outmatched. The 16mm frontal armor was easily penetrated by Japanese Type 94 37mm anti-tank guns, and Type 97 Kai-Ha tanks armed with 57mm cannons at combat ranges exceeding 500 meters. Meanwhile, the 50 caliber machine guns could not reliably penetrate Japanese frontal armor. Over the 4-month defensive campaign across the Bataan Peninsula, ending in April 1942, nearly all active M1 chassis were destroyed or captured, marking a definitive end to the machine gun tank doctrine in the United States military. When production officially ceased at Rock Island Arsenal, only 113 units of the vehicle family had been manufactured. This limited inventory comprised 89 standard baseline models, 17 upgraded M1A1 variants featuring octagonal turrets, and 7 M1A2 models powered by Giberson diesel engines. Although the machine gun tank doctrine failed under the harsh reality of World War II, the mechanical investments made into this secret program proved invaluable to the broader Allied war effort. The robust automotive blueprint developed for the cavalry racer served as the direct technological foundation for future American armor. Ordnance engineers took the proven Continental W670 radial engine, the rugged vertical volute spring suspension, and the reliable track drive system, marrying them to a larger turret housing a 37mm M5 anti-tank gun. This direct evolution birthed the M2, a 4 light tank, and ultimately the legendary M3 Stuart series, of which more than 22,000 units rolled off assembly lines to fight on global battlefields. Without the high-speed mobility trials conducted under the disguised combat car designation during the 1930s, American industrial mobilization would have faced years of technical delays when entering the mechanized conflicts of the 1940s. The profound historical lesson of this unique vehicle proves that when rigid bureaucratic legislation threatens to stifle tactical military modernization, ingenuity and practical engineering will find a way forward. The platform never conquered a battlefield, but it preserved the vital flame of American mechanized doctrine when federal law actively attempted to extinguish it. Was this clandestine circumvention of congressional policy a necessary act of military foresight, or did splitting development between branches unnecessarily delay the arrival of true battlefield tanks? Share your perspective in the comments below.